Hello, my name is Krista and I am back with another plant video, and my YouTube will slowly turn into plant content and I just can't help myself. It's just inevitable and I'm sorry in advance. Throughout the summer I have watched literally so many plant hauls and like vlogs of people's plants and their plants' new growth throughout the summer. And so I thought I would hop on the bandwagon and show y'all all my new growth and new growth updates and all that fun stuff. Funnily enough, I thought I was gonna make this video a week or two ago, but then I had surgery and all that. Keep the balloon. That'll be its own story time coming. I promise that's coming soon. But so that video got put off for a little bit, and so in the meantime I'm filming this plant growth update now, but some of the b-roll in the video that I put in, that I took before for this video, is about a week or two old. So it's actually kind of really interesting to see the video I took of the growth versus the growth I'm showing you now for the same plant. If that makes sense. I don't know if that made any sense. You'll see what I mean, because the plants I'm going to show you are going to be different at a different growth update than the videos I'm showing you. Okay, I think that made sense. And let's get started. First, with my snake plant right here, there's another nub in there. If you look closely, look at the nub. He's there. He exists. Really excited. For a long time I thought these snake plants were genuinely low light plants, until I realized they're not necessarily low light plants. They can just tolerate low light. But when you put them in some sunlight, they will grow pretty fast and shoot out some new growth. So just keep that in mind. They can tolerate low light. That doesn't mean they necessarily love low light. But anyway, let's move on. Next, we have one of my Dieffenbachs, or Dieffenbachia. I don't know. Some people say it differently. I say Dieffenbachia. Okay. Also, minus the balloon that's in here. It just kind of happened. This is him. Now, in the video I took 2 weeks ago, I don't actually know what the new growth was. I think it's this. I think he's the new growth. I don't know, but it's kind of cool that I already can't tell what the new growth is versus what it was 2 weeks ago. But for the sake of the video, near the stem right there, you can see the swelling to where new plant or new leaves will turn out. So I always love seeing that, just because like as a plant mom, to watch the new growth start from like the very like swelling to a whole plant, it's really cool. Next we got, this is probably one of my favorite plants because of all the variegation. And if you've watched any of my plant videos before, you know how I feel about variegation. So having the Marble Queen Pothos is like my fave. If you look closely in the leaves, you can see all the new growth in there, which is so exciting. Because when I got this guy, he was really small. So the fact that he's actually starting to grow makes me so happy. Look at that little baby. So cute. Anyway, more with the Dieffenbachs. Oh, he's so heavy. Oh my god. We got another one. And you can really see all the new growth at the bottom there. He's a happy boy. He wasn't growing for a while until, oh, I was looking at the bottom, wasn't even looking at the top there. Look at that. That's that's a new leaf unfurling. Ah, fun. But for a while that boy was not growing. And then I put it in some more light than it was getting. Like just literally not even by a lot. Just a little bit closer to the window, and all of a sudden it went whoom, and started popping out new growth. So when in doubt, More sun. Now, this boy, this aloe vera. So, this aloe plant, listen, I take good care of my plants. I don't know what's wrong with him. If you can tell me what's wrong with him, let me know. I don't know what this is. I don't know if I should just cut it all down and start over, because this guy still wants to grow. Like, that's its new growth. And up there, there's new growth inside. But I'm thinking I just cut it off and hope for the best. Because this is sad. This makes me look like a bad plant mom. But for the sake of authenticity, I have to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. And that's bad and ugly. This guy, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what he is. So one of my favorite things to do is to go to like Lowe's or Home Depot, which I know Lowe's and Home Depot are not the greatest to get plants, but I can't help it. Sorry. But when I do go to Lowe's and Home Depot, I always go to like the clearance section of the plants, because number one, they're cheaper, and number two, it's really, really rewarding to see like the dying plants start to like take root again and, you know, turn back into like a beautiful plant. I think I'll make that another video in the future to show you like the plants I got, or like dying plants versus like where they are now, like a little update. I think that would be a really fun video, so I'll do that in the near future, because this is definitely one of them. But this is not the point of this video. The point of this video is all its new growth, because when I first got him, he was very much dead, and so if you see a lot of these nubs are where I had to cut it down at the stem to hope that it would start to grow. But all of these leaves are new growth, especially right there. You can see where the new growth will be, and that's just really exciting. Makes me feel like I'm doing something right, you know? Especially after that aloe. I'm doing something right, I promise. Next, this is probably one of my favorite transformations of my plants and my most favorite like growth updates, and that is this guy. So this one actually has a really cool story behind it. So this heartleaf philodendron is actually a cutting from my dad, who got the plant when it was like pretty much dead from my grandma. So it was my grandma's plant that died. My dad took it over to revive it, and it started trailing so long he had to cut it down. And so I got the cutting, and this is where he came from. And for a while there was like two new leaves. Like I got 2 leaves. So out of like the whole strand, I took only 2 rooted, and from there I got this. And so if you see all of its new growth is just amazing. For a while I genuinely thought, like look, it's a new leaf down there too. But for a while I genuinely thought that this was like a dud, wasn't gonna come from, like this wasn't gonna turn into anything. But instead, he's turned into one of my favorites, just from his story. And so in not too long, he will probably be one of the oldest plants, just knowing that it's from my grandma. And who knows how long ago she got it. So that plant is easily older than me, which is such a cool thing. Anyway, moving on. Big boy over here. I don't even know if I can pick him up. Can you tell I like diaphragm. Anyway. Big boy over here. I'm just going to do a little 360. And you can see all of his new growth. See the little stalk right there? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, he happy. Don't mind the part that when I got him, these were already like broken right there, and I don't know if I should just take them off. They're not dead yet, so I've been kind of keeping them on. But I'm probably gonna cut them off soon, but he has lots of new growth going on. Lots of new growth, which is really fun for me. What else we got? Let me move. This is my mess of a pot. Don't worry. I apologize in advance. We got new growth on him. Heck yeah. Let me not focus on my face. My face is not what's important here. And we got these. They're a little watermelon. They're so cute. So we got a bunch of new growth on him, which is so cute. And this guy, also since I got him at the greenhouse, probably it has become, oh, he's so happy. So happy. You can see all of his new growth up there. The new little babies here and here. They're so cute. I love the little baby ones in there. They're so tiny and cute. I love them. Like, look. They're so cute. I saw someone when I was, like I told you, I spent a lot of time watching people's like plant hauls. And when I tell you, some of these people's are like completely full. I'll get there at some point. But I'm debating if I should take out the pups over here and make different ones or leave it all full. I haven't decided. But he's very happy now. He's very happy here. After I repotted him the other day, so he's very happy. I can tell he likes the sun. Probably one of my most favorite plants so far in my plant journey is the silver satin pothos. I love how he's trailing. I just love, 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 love. And you can see, I think he likes it here too. We got that new growth. Pretty much it just keeps trailing with the new growth, which is one of my favorite things, is when they start to trail. Because at some point I want to start like taping them up my wall to make it look like I'm living like a jungle. I think that'd be so cool. But you can see all the new growth. Can you hear my dog? My dog is running around outside. But yes, all the new growth. Bet you can't guess what this is. Oh yeah, that's right. The same plant I've been showing you the past like hour. Anyway, lots of new growth. Me and my daikon-bachas. We got him. This one's starting to unfurl. I love them. So happy. It's so rewarding when your plants are happy. You know, like I think, what is it? It's like a symbiotic relationship where they're happy and I feel very happy being a plant mom. It's very rewarding as a plant mom, but also they're getting the benefit of seeing what they can become and how beautiful they can become. And so it's just a symbiotic relationship. Now we can move on to some succulents, some suckies. Don't mind the pot that's broken. Just ignore the fact that it's a broken pot. I really liked it and then it fell and it cracked. I just decided to hot glue it back together, so just ignore that part. And instead look at all the new growth on this boy. We got him. He's starting to get real tall. I'm thinking I might have to repot him soon. I also like the fact that he looks pretty crowded. I don't know. It looks really cool to me. Looks like a nice piece. That's another thing, like plants are like such great art and like decor. And they're natural. But the point of this is to show off its new growth, which it's really starting to pop out some new growth. But he took a while to actually start giving out new growth. I've had him for like probably over a year, and it took like probably 6 months before it ever started to grow again. So he's a little annoying, but now that he's happy and established, he likes to pop out the growth. And it wouldn't be a plant haul without showing probably my favorite, I feel like I've said that a lot, at least one of my top favorite growth updates is my string of bananas. Just keeps going. It's a very, very long boy. And when I tell you, when he decided he wanted to grow, oh, he grew. He grew big time. And you can see all of his new growth constantly growing. You can see up there. And why this is probably one of my favorite growth updates is because I got a big full one from a greenhouse, right? Got a big full one, and I brought it home, and in a few months, I don't know what happened, if I did something wrong, if it just was not happy, I don't know, but it died. It literally died, and there was a string left, like probably like this big, and I was so desperate, I put it in water to try to propagate it, and I was like praying, I was like, because I loved how these looked, like, I mean, that's a statement piece if I ever saw one. It's amazing. And so I was begging and begging for it to root, and it did. So if you ever want to root, like if you ever want to propagate string of bananas, it's very, very easy to propagate them as long as you just cut it and put it in some water. It's not very hard, and most of the time they will root. So once they rooted and I put it back in the soil when it was ready, when the roots are about like 2 inches thick, or thick, wow, 2 inches long, I went ahead and like repotted them. And in the last, just probably the summer, I probably repotted in like May, April, and it's gotten back to this, which I didn't know that was even possible, but it is, and it's happy, and I can't complain. I feel like you're not actually a plant owner until you have a golden pothos. I think that's like the staple plant for every plant owner, but here she is. She's starting to trail pretty nicely. It's a very heavy pot, so I don't know if I can really show you much, but this was a new leaf that came. If you look, let me look. You can see some of the baby leaves in there and stuff. New growth from the baby leaves. Oh, here you go. There we go. Now you show yourself. Show yourself. Can you see it? Right there. There's some new growth there. A new leaf up in here too. Yep, I love when these start to trail too. I feel like pothos, oh, this one's so cute. When they're new leaves and they're all so like sweet and sparkly, not sparkly, shiny. When the leaves are shiny, I love it. Anyway, last but not least, obviously I can't do a plant video and not show my prized possession, my Monstera. But it's only fair to give it its own spotlight and share his new growth. So, recently I had to put a moss pole in there because he was starting to really grow out instead of up. And I don't have the room for that. So, this boy I don't understand what's happening with him right now. He's deciding to not look like a normal leaf. But he has a new growth. He's just a little special, I guess. He's just a little flimsy. He needs to harden. So if you're watching this and you know any ideas on how to harden a Monstera leaf, let me know. He a little flimsy. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at Krista Gorson. I have my Plantstagram at Succulents. It's down in everything's down below. I also have a true crime podcast. If you want to check that out, called The Crime Collection. I do a lot of things. I can't just have a hobby. I have to make it a big thing, a big career move. But anyway, make sure you look down below for all of those links. Thank you so much for watching and supporting, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!